What? You cough right when it starts, huh? What's up, Eric? Welcome to the Contagion Effect, where we talk to our veterans and first responders and sometimes talk about mental health, right?
Welcome to the Contagion Effect show.
Oh, look at that.
Hey,
we already got
military.
that's already posting on there. That's
Pups, what's cracking? What is up? Pups, mups,
whatever it is. Where's Tonto? He's
every second. What? We have a new first. What is up, Tom?
What's up, Tom?
What up, Tom? Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining. We have high energy today. We have high.
I don't even know that I can.
Energy. You can't.
I don't know.
Can't touch this.
Oh my goodness! You were just doing the Mario fire pit theme. You were first, Tom. You were first. Usually Tonto's in here, and he's must be working or something today.
Do they have a storm up there yet?
I don't know. Not up on the Alaska weather.
Down south.
Oh, hey, Gary Miller.
Look at the fire.
Look at that.
Coming in hot. What's
Brooklyn
up,
and
B-Mel?
I was just asking about how your pregnancy's going, Brooklyn. So I hope you're doing well. Heard you got somebody playing shy during all your
Kinsley's like, no.
You're not seeing me today.
Pay me.
And there's both moms.
AnJEllak.
What's up, Mom?
Got Nana Penny.
Welcome, Nana Penny.
What is up? Grab some popcorn. This is an entertaining show. This is going to be high energy. Go check it out after the show. Obviously, we'll have all the links and the clicks and the likes and all that stuff. Joe Allen Christi music. Phenomenal. Love it. But we digress. Does anybody notice my beard is coming in? You want to know why? This is going to stay till January.
I'm just going to be quiet. Why is it's not even no shave November or whatever.
Dude, big show in January.
So she did get some good pictures.
Yeah, she's got a cute nose like mine.
All right, Eric. How was your week, buddy?
My week was phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, what made it phenomenal?
Because I got to be positive at work. I got to save a dude's job. I got to see another guy get fired. We didn't save his job, but we did.
Saved one.
We saved one, but the other guy's
can't save them all.
And there has been some movement on the front. Welcome our new sponsor, Teamsters Local 439 out of Stockton. There was a piece of envelope in my mailbox today.
Oh yeah.
So we will be scheduling an interview with our secretary treasurer of our local.
Nice.
Get some insight.
Nice.
They sponsor podcasts of Teamsters, and that's what they're doing with us. They sponsor a lot of stuff. They're great. It's a great organization. You know, the union and Teamsters get kind of a bad rap, but hey, listen, I'll tell you what, when they support veterans and they support what we're doing, it's great. Seen mine. Doug Jury. Hey, listen, people, I need my prayer warriors. A good friend of mine who is an amazing guy. Absolutely love this cat. He speaks it from the hip. He's a straight shooter. He talks from the hip. You talk from the hip?
Yeah. You are saying whatever you want. So
listen. My friend needs some prayers. Okay. I'm not going to get into the details, not going to say who it is, but I'm just telling you, prayer of positivity. People go through shit every day. I get that. Oh, sorry. Reese across America. People go through stuff every day, right? And be positive. There's enough negativity in the world. Be positive. I would love for all my people to say a prayer to my friend Double D. And if you want to connect the dots, you can. But I'm just telling you right now, one of the coolest dudes that I met. And that's what I love about having 412 brothers out at the big S out there. And we're delivering your groceries and y'all can pinpoint shit. Jeremy Daniels, what is up? Welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining from our Facebook. Contreras, you're the man.
Where's Hoffa?
Hey, can't tell you that.
Oh,
can't tell you that. Sixth in Appreciate that, Tonto. Appreciate that.
Tonto, man. Always looking out. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Gary Miller, let's go ahead. Do you dread having to do your taxes? Does the mere thought of it make your head spin? Miller's Mobile Tax Service is here for you. We will handle your individual or business taxes. We will come to you to prepare your taxes. We are skilled, professional, and ready to get started for you. Call 209-678-8515. Nice.
That is a great commercial.
Thank you, Frank. Prayers looking out for Double D.
Appreciate you guys. And yeah. Again, you can look at it as a negative. We can be positive. We're going to be positive. He's coming through it. He's going to kick ass. And yeah, like we will not get emotional today. And if you do, that's okay.
Or it's a little too late. It's all good.
You get emotional.
Be who you want to be. Hey, so other than that, the week was great for you.
Yeah, literally.
And you're off now.
Literally, you have to be positive because there's so much negativity, and I'm literally just turning over a new leaf. Real quick, I got to tell a quick story. Me and Cammie, like we're the ones. What's up, Betsy Ross? Let's go. I'm taking that from Freedom Rings 19 too, by the way. My bad. No, so real quick, me and Cammie, we have this love. We have this little banter we do. We're always cracking on each other, right? And so I'm going to show that as a 49-year-old male, I can change my attitude. I'm still dad, but I know when people need to be positive, right? And it's just so easy for her and I to go back and forth. I have great kids. And I know that we prepared them to be assets in the community and in the world. So, yeah, it all goes to Sean anyways. I didn't do shit other than get on their ass all the time, but I know that they are.
We're dads.
It is what it is, right? You show them this way and you show them that way. But hey, let's get it on, Mike. Where's he at? Let's do it.
No, slow down. I haven't even.
Hey, Mike, how was your week?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a selfish pig.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm selfish.
So, my week's a lot of the same, and it's hard to follow that up. So trust me. The one thing I do want to talk about, it's really hard to follow that up.
I apologize.
Especially with all that positivity, because I do want to talk about, so I was at a birthday party with paparazzi this weekend for some of her, for her dad, basically. And
yeah.
So everything was great. I actually was talking to her aunt, and she had a friend with her, and started talking to him, and I talked about the podcast, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a veteran." He's a Marine Corps veteran, and so we ended up just sitting there probably for an hour and a half. Don't even know what happened all around me. We were just talking.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, it was
That's
legit. He was in 84. We had a whole conversation about he didn't go to combat, so he really struggled with the fact of not feeling like he was as much as some of the guys he knew who were combat veterans. Right. And so I had to have that conversation. Like, man, you signed on the same dotted line. You didn't get the choice. Yeah. Like, that's not on you. Like, if you chose not to go, okay, you could somewhat think that, but he didn't have the choice. So it was what it was, right? But he did teach me something.
What was that, Mike? What did you get?
So I have not. So he pointed me in the direction of an amazing website for veterans called vettix.org.
Oh, what? Joey. That's what Joey uses.
Does he?
He uses that because he always says
vettix.org, vettix.org. You can set up your profile for wherever you live. I think you do have to submit like a DD-214 to prove that you are a veteran, which is fair. But once you log in, I mean, you can get, like, he sent his kids to the Giants game for like $5 a person.
What?
Yeah. And good seats, right? So go check it out. I'll make sure I get it posted. Vettix.org.
Let's go.
There you go. And there's also a first responders version. I think it's
really,
I don't know I forget what the website is, but I think he said it's like firstresponder.org or something.
We have to get Sean to check in on that.
Firstresponder.tix.org. Yeah. No, so it seriously.
Yeah, that's dope.
He was showing me all sorts of, he's like, dude, I've gotten all these tickets for like under $10. He's like, you have to pay some of the other fees.
Yeah.
He's all, but imagine, instead of being $40, $50 a ticket, you're getting them for 10.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. So I'm like, I will be sharing that tonight. So hopefully he gets a chance to join and check out everything.
Yeah,
and
that'd be awesome. I know Joey was talking about coming out to Levi Stadium South whenever the Brownies go to see the Los Angeles Junior Rams of
Levi Stadium South.
Levi Stadium South, baby.
What are you gonna say?
Let's go.
Get out of here. And I'm not even a Rams fan.
What up?
If you ever try to say anything about Dodger Stadium being whatever park it is now, who knows?
It's Oracle for like the next 20 years.
At least Dodger Stadium is Dodger Stadium. It's not AT&T Park or
if you're proud
Oracle
of kicking out
Park
if you're proud of kicking out some homeless encampments to build your stadium back in the day, that's fine. If you want to kick out the Chavez freaking immigrants, that's up to you guys. Okay.
San Francisco's talking. San Francisco's talking about you really
improved China Basin.
Meanwhile,
multi-million-dollar.
Meanwhile, if you went to a Niners or a Giants game at Candlestick, you'd be lucky if you came back to a car.
It was great because you never knew whose car was getting broken into. My dad actually got one of his
tires on your car.
100%. Dude, listen, you didn't buy that expensive barbecue pit. You bought that $10, $15 one because you knew that shit was going to be stolen.
Yeah, but one of my buddies was at the Niners game this weekend and he posted, "Hey, thanks, MFers, whoever stole my tent and tables."
No, 100%.
He was at Levi's. I'm like, dude, that's dirty.
Santa Clara.
Come on, don't say Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
I grew up there part of my life. Like Santa Clara is a lot different than San Francisco.
Santa Clara. Listen, there's thieves everywhere.
There is.
But here's the positive part about that, Mike. Now he gets to buy a brand new tent and awning and table and chair.
Yeah, positive. Yay.
I'm positive. Yay. I'm positive. I'm so positive.
You know what? Then it's time for Scotty because I think we're ready.
Yeah, the times and places they may change, but one thing stays the same. The stories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home. But they keep them all living in the stories that they tell.
Nice.
God,
does it take you back?
Oh, dude.
Does it take you back?
Takes me back to Ashland, Nebraska, sitting in the middle of cornfields, which is no different than what we're doing right now, except they're almond orchards.
Well, there's some cornfields down the road.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I literally, there was a second when we're sitting at Round the Bend Steakhouse in Ashland, Nebraska.
Okay, name dropper.
Home of the yeah.
Can you bring on our guest?
Festival.
The Testicle Festival.
Yeah, the home of the Testicle Festival, which Derek and I and TJ we did have we had a bit of a helping of the testicles from the festival, but it was great. No, it was great.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it was fun. So yeah, I'm jazzed because when we got to go down there, we had the pre-party, right? And I mean, Scotty Hastings, Barbara Sim, Taylor Olson,
blah blah blah.
I mean, it was cool. But then there's this dude, right? There's this dude that's just kind of just got his
cool. He was chilling against the wall,
just like quiet, right? We've seen him on. Oh man, I almost messed up. I almost said lesser shows. I almost said that, but I didn't. We saw it. We've seen him on other shows, and I'm like, dude, I can't wait.
We're so getting fired.
We're so getting fired from Reese Across America Radio. Yeah. Search the word.
Don't. Just he wants to be on the show sometime tonight.
Listen. He has paparazzi, right? We learned something new about 20 minutes ago. I'm excited for what's happening to Joe Allen Christi. Welcome to the Contagion Effect
What's
Show.
Up, Joe?
Welcome, my friend.
Thanks, brothers. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me tonight.
Absolutely. Dude, I just can't get over the mysterious setting that is Joe Allen Christi. First off, the first time I get exposed to you, obviously we've seen all the stuff through Hero Stock and all that, but you hanging up, just chilling on the wall, and then you start jamming out. It was pretty awesome. But then you join the show and you just got this, this mysterious, like it's darkness. And then all your pictures are like black and white and awesome. So it's pretty cool. Hey, you're good at branding. He's branding himself very well.
No, it's that mysterious stuff. He's got that.
It's got to
when
keep
he
you
sings,
thinking.
it's that low.
Got to keep you thinking.
Yeah. I'm not
definitely. Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here, guys. It's been to meet all you guys. You know, you're all connected through like podcasts and through helping veterans. And man, I'm just thankful that we've met.
We're thankful just to be allowed in the community and just to show our love and support for them. So for all of you, I'm sorry. Because it's been awesome to just be welcomed in and get to meet so many amazing people like yourselves. So, well, around here, some of us like to
Joe, we
find
like to
out.
take it back a while, okay?
Yeah.
You know, when you were born.
I mean, he's like 25 years old. Like he's just got out. You know, he's not an old
I think
guy.
that's the fake grayness in there too. I think.
Yep.
Well, we're gonna find out why he's gray. We're gonna find out because he doesn't look very old.
No.
Let's just say that.
No. So, Joe, where did you grow up and go to high school and all that?
Yeah, so originally from Corpus Christi, Texas. Was born in Corpus. Then when I was young, 4 years old, we moved to Dallas area, and then we ended up moving back. So I ended up finishing doing high school in Corpus Christi, and have a brother and a sister, I played high school football. And then from there, I literally signed up for the Air Force before I started my senior year. So I was in delayed enlistment from the summer that I did my senior year, and then I left a month after I graduated.
So what was what made the choice of the Air Force?
Yeah, so it's funny because my dad,
Eric,
he served in Vietnam. He only did a few years, but
okay.
He always talked about how fun it was. And, even though it was some tough parts, but he always just had great stories. And then my dad was a truck driver. One of his best friends, his name was, we called him Rocha. That was his last name. And he had sons that I grew up with. And one of his sons, I would think I was maybe 13 or so. His son had joined the Air Force, I think a year or two prior. And, his name was Frankie, and he joined the Air Force, and he was out stationed in Oklahoma. He ended up dying in like a boating accident. So I went to his funeral in Corpus Christi, and that was the first time I had ever seen like an honor guard or the way they moved to a 13-year-old kid. I was just like in awe, and it just had an effect on me. So I knew from probably that time that I was going to join the Air Force.
Okay. So back to high school football, what position you play?
I played fullback. I was a very small fullback, probably 150-pound fullback.
Well, I was going to say, in order to be, I don't know how tall you are, but I know my son was looking at the Air Force, and unfortunately he did play high school football as well, but he was a lineman, and he has to be down to like 184, 189.
Yeah.
In order to get in. So, and the Air Force just doesn't care if you're not there. Like he has the ASVAB, but unfortunately not the weight, and they're just not even willing to work with you.
Yeah, they're a lot stricter these days. I remember right before I retired, I did like some recruiter's assistance to get a few extra days to be home. And hell yeah.
That's awesome.
And they're really strict. I mean, they don't if you haven't some kind of mess up, or usually they don't accept you.
Right. Well, we're hoping maybe the new job he has helps him lose some of the weight, and maybe it's still an option. At least we hope it is. So.
Oh yeah, and if he ever needs anything, or if he has questions about jobs in the Air Force, I can always help with that too.
Yeah, his big thing is he actually wants to be he wants to be police, so he wants to be an MP.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Honestly, I mean, to do if you're going to stay in long term, it's a tough thing to do. I was a budget finance guy, so the great thing about that applies everywhere,
Right.
And there's so many jobs for budget guys.
So how long were you in?
24 years.
Man, so you did budget and finance for a lot of that?
Yeah, mostly the whole time. Yeah, pretty much.
All right. And so what deployments did you have?
So in 2002, I deployed to Bahrain. December of 2002. We were only supposed to be there 90 days. I think in February they brought us on to the theater, and they said, "Hey, you guys are here indefinitely." We started ramping up, and then I think it was March 30th or something like that when the war kicked off, and so we didn't have a date of when we were going home. It felt like forever, but yeah, that was the brunt of it. I was supposed to deploy to Iraq, and 2 weeks before I left, they changed my assignment to Fort Monroe, Virginia, so I didn't get to go to Iraq.
Now, were you bummed, or you like, all right, dodged a bullet there?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't really bummed. Either way, I knew when you're in the military, you just do what you do.
It is what it is.
Do what you're told.
Yeah, and if you're positive about it, it doesn't really matter, right?
I'm telling you, dude, it's a theme. I'm telling you, positivity breeds positivity. I'm just telling you, never have a bad day.
Absolutely.
You could have the bad day, but just don't make it, Real quick, I want to ask you something about high school. Was music always something that you had when you were younger? That's like my go-to question, because we've got this stream of musicians, right? And so did you pick it up later, or did you always have music as far as
family thing? Or?
Yeah.
No, dude, honestly, I didn't start till I was like 37, 38.
Wow.
Damn, so you've been doing it for like 6 months now?
Yeah.
No,
shit, you got to see his face. You need to make him laugh again.
No, I'm 47, so
hey, we resemble that.
I'm 49.
Yeah, we're all the same, right? Pretty close.
We're right in the same range.
I'm gonna see how many episodes I can say that I'm 49 in.
Yeah.
My guy, they look at
probably about 50 of them.
Wow, just say it.
See what I did there?
This guy.
He doesn't like hearing that, so I'm trying to knock his positivity ladder down a little bit.
Man, it's all good.
Okay,
yeah,
Brian
cool.
Roof, we don't want to hear about you youngsters.
That's cool.
You little toddlers out there.
Yeah, that's cool. I remember when I was 42.
So music, that's crazy. So music wasn't really a big part of your, I mean, obviously we all grow up listening to it in different ways, right? But you weren't playing it, you weren't singing, maybe just the shower.
Yeah, so I always loved to sing, right? Probably to hurting other people's ears in the car. And when I was 36, 37, 38, around that, I started changing kind of my attitude a little bit. Instead of watching TV, I said, you know what, I'm not going to watch TV. I'm going to learn something. So I picked up the guitar. Then I started doing, like, I don't know if you guys know what Spartan races are.
Oh yeah.
We're not part of them, but we know what they are.
Yeah, I'll carry the flag.
Yeah. Or I literally started doing these Spartan races, and I did an ultra. It was like 9 hours long. I didn't get to finish because I didn't make it. But in between that, so I just started trying to learn something different instead of watching TV and being on. And then it went from Spartan to Ironman. I've done 3 half Ironmans, and then
nice.
I just kept my whole attitude in life changed, and like I said, I just kept with the guitar, and then I realized that I wanted to sing. So I've been taking vocal lessons probably since I was 40, and I'm still taking vocal lessons. I'm just always trying to get better, and I just started setting little goals when it comes to music. And I said, a couple years back, I was like, okay, it's January. I'm gonna go play an open mic and try to play a show this year. And the first open mic I went to, I got asked to play a show.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So yeah, 2 days later, an hour and a half set, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. That's why I came here and I started writing songs and
Travis, what's up?
Yeah, just little by little, taking little steps every day. And that's how I kind of got into music. And I love singing. I sing to my own detriment sometimes because my voice is always tired.
Well, okay, so this is going to be a different little interview because I know Mike wants to get back into the military.
Let's go.
So you said that your dad was a truck driver.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a song that you played up at Hero Stock when we went there in Nashville, Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
Can you play just a little bit of it? I mean, I know I want to play. There's a couple other songs that I'd like to have you just but just a little bit of the trucker song. And I apologize for calling it the trucker song. I know you have.
Are you talking about Grandpa's Fishing Hole?
Well, wasn't there another one? I thought you had a trucker song. I thought there was one about. Oh, yeah. I don't think you can play that one actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just remembered that part. Yeah, there's.
Well,
Yeah.
he can. I mean, we just don't care. I mean, unless it says something.
I mean, the only thing so like in Grandpa's Fishing Hole, I said, I was just a kid from a broken home.
That's what
mom and dad couldn't get along. Only saw dad 4 days, 4 days a week, sometimes less. You know what I mean? Because he was always truck driving. So when it was his weekend, sometimes he couldn't pick us up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And that was Grandpa's Fishing Hole. That's the one I had.
Yeah.
I had that one queued up. But you want to play a little bit of it?
Yeah, Grandpa's Fishing Hole.
Yeah, you want to play a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to the Contagion Effect, where we put you on the spot.
Well, yeah. No, I mean, I told him it was going to be I told him it was going to be fun. I mean,
yeah.
If he thinks
I told you it's going to be fun. You're going to be singing for us.
Yeah. Listen, we're going to take the independent artist part off of his title. We're going to get him a gig where we're going to get him signed.
Hey, Drake made it happen.
I mean,
nothing saying Joe can't make it happen too.
Yeah.
And that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
God willing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is Grandpa's. I'll just play the first verse and the chorus.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll go from there. So yeah, this one's called Grandpa's Fishing Hole. This one I wrote by myself. So yeah, it has a lot of meaning to me. My grandpa was one of the most important persons in my life. So dedicated to him. I was just a kid from a broken home. Mom and dad couldn't get along. Spent many nights crying myself to sleep. Only saw dad 4 days a month, sometimes less, cause he drove a truck. Grandpa was there, he was on the road. And riding shotgun in Grandpa's truck, headed to his favorite fishing spot. It's the only place where I could be a kid. It's where I caught my first fish. He laughed cause I was scared of it. Talked about life and how to be a man. He said, don't put off what you can do today. Say what you mean what you say. Find yourself a good one, don't let her go. Life lessons learned at Grandpa's Fishing Hole.
Yeah.
Nice.
It goes. He's got some good. I mean, the soulful, slowed down version. Just it's great, dude.
Well,
Love listening to live music.
The
Thank
thing
you.
about
The
thing I appreciate about music the most is when there's actually something to it. Like, you know, some of these pop songs, right? They're just talking mumbo jumbo or saying whatever. I love songs where there's actually a story, you know. I'm not a huge country. I love rock. I love all that, but you know, just when there's a story behind it, I think it just means so much more. And it has, like, for me, the music sounds better too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just a weird thing, but that's pretty awesome.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you for doing that. I know Eric's putting you on the spot.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be like that all night.
That's just the beginning.
Yeah, Doug, go check that out. He does have a Spotify playlist, and I had it, and it's right here. Go check him out on Spotify. And I'm not going to log in, so we're not going to do that this second. I'm going to share this. I'm going to show your page real quick. I know everyone loves it whenever I bring a show to a halt, but I do want to show it.
It's what you do, buddy.
Yes,
we're along for the ride.
Yep. Sit back, relax.
Look at that black and white. You know, I love the pictures though. The pictures are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did those in my basement here. So the life of an independent artist, right? You got to do stuff yourself.
Yeah, but what I love is you're branding yourself pretty true to self, right? Everything you're doing is around that. So I love that. That's Absolutely. Cool. So a lot of, I know obviously that song was about your childhood. I know there's a lot more songs. Do you try to make all your songs more personal, or do you sometimes it's just like, let's write a song for fun?
No, the easy ones are the ones that are personal, right? So it's like, I'm not the best songwriter. It takes me a while to write a song. A lot of times it don't come real quick, but as I keep doing it, it gets better. Like, there's this one song that I wrote. It doesn't really have anything to do with me, but it's kind of like I like to have God, like mention God in my songs, and
okay,
things like that. So just people don't forget, he's there, and he's there whenever we need him. So, like I said, I just wrote a song that's called Sign of the Cross and Holy Wine, and it had anything to do with me. I've been married 25 years, almost 26 now, and it's about a guy.
It's awesome.
It's about a guy, a girl left him, and he was drinking, but he started going to church and kind of turned it around.
No, it's still personal because it's something you think about, and you hope that message gets to somebody else out there. I can see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. That's pretty cool. So speaking of taking the time to write a song, what do you think the average time it takes you to write a song is? Is it days or?
Yeah, so it just depends on the song. Honestly, there was a song that I remember I worked on. I did like the first verse, and I couldn't think of anything later, and then I came back and finished it, which was, I think it was Freedom to Me. Yeah, it really depends. And like I said, you got to be thinking about writing all the time and down stuff, and it's really like, it's almost like, it sucks because a lot of times you get it when you're driving, and you don't want to use your phone and be driving. So I usually just like make a note through Siri.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, what's your process? Because obviously you probably start and stop, come back to it. You probably got to listen, go, okay, what did I say before? Or what did I, and how did it sound? Now, how do I replicate that again to finish it up? Or
a lot of times for me, because I am a new musician, I started late in life, so music stuff comes really hard to me. But the words, I'll write the words down, maybe like a first verse, and then I'll put the music to it. I'll put a chord progression to it and try to make it work and change whatever. And then once I got that, then from there it's a lot easier. You know what I mean? Because you have the music, what the words you say have to match the music and the pitch and all that. So yeah, it really just depends on the song. Like I had gone 3 months and I hadn't been able to write a song at one point. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you just don't, if nothing's coming out, and then you start putting pressure on yourself, and then it makes it worse.
Yeah.
I have a solution for some of that. You have my number. Just call me. I'm up at like 1:30 in the morning, and I have a song called Trucker Tourette's. I sing it every day. What the does this guy do? Come on. There's only one shade of green, bro. Let's go.
He'll have to, you'll need a good song reminding of God and that he's there for Eric.
Well, he does have one. It's called Country.
Yeah, no, I know. We're hopefully gonna hear it if we don't ruin things.
I want to hear where the God is in that song. I'm just saying.
Actually, there is.
I'm sure there is.
No, there is.
That's great.
There is.
That's great.
We sit at the kitchen table, but not before we pray.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm turning this new leaf about being positive, and that's literally like I'm going to have to work on it, because I have show Eric and then I have home Eric, and sometimes home Eric is an a-hole. And so it happens. I mean, it does happen. And I have to remind myself that life is this far. Like that's how much life you have. Right. So if you want that much life, then you need to change things and be positive. And I have a tendency to be hard on the ones that I relate with. Right. Yeah. So,
well, it's easy.
It is.
Unfortunately.
I mean, Mike and I literally were like, we are mirror images of ourselves, of each other. And it's kind of freaky sometimes, because I'm like, man, you're being an a-hole today. Oh yeah, I am being an a-hole. That was me. Right. So, but anyways, I digress. So
the joke. So I truly enjoy it. Like I used to listen to a lot of interviews by other different people, and listening to musicians and hearing the story. Like I really trip out on trying to come up with the music, not the words, obviously the music, and like you said, the chord progressions. And it's like there's so much stuff out there. Like for me, my biggest problem is if I was in this world, I would start playing it and then you instantly start playing something you've already heard.
Yeah.
Right. And do you fall into that, or is that like, do you literally write out, or do you just play around and just mess with your guitar? And
most of the time it starts just writing first.
Okay.
And then I'll put the music to it. And like I said, like sometimes I got to go look up like what chords go together. You know what I mean? I have this wheel that spins around, and it there's like a little box that says what chord, like key of G. Then it gives you all your chords you can play with it. Because like I said,
so we're stupid. Can you show us a little bit, or can you play a little bit? Like we may not show that, but what you mean by what chord goes with what? Like, I mean, I'm dumb.
Yeah. So basically, if you're playing like a happy song, right? And if you're talking Nashville number system, you're going to use the 1, the 4, and 5. So say for instance, if you have an A, key of A, right? So that's your 1, right? Then B, C, that's your 3, your 2 and 3, and then 4 is D and E. So right, you can play that, and then you can put the D goes with, and then your E.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're not going from like top to bottom, and now it goes bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. So
yeah. So that's basically what I try to figure out, and I have this little wheel, so I kind of know a lot more than I did, because I've been taking guitar lessons and trying to work on just when I play live. You know what I mean? Making my show. Like for instance, I was taking guitar lessons to work on just intros of a song. You know what I mean? So like if I was doing like Seminole Wind, my coach taught me this. So and so the song, you know what I mean?
So awesome.
It's so cool.
Bradley Jackson, thanks for chiming in. Joe, can we get a song? I think it would help me stay centered tonight. Well,
hang on, Bradley.
Yeah, we're gonna play a couple more. We're not gonna, I don't want Joe to have to play the whole song, right? It's 3 minutes and 47 seconds of it. You give us a couple strums later on, but we'll get to it. Trust me, Bradley. Please hang on. Please go to YouTube and like our comment, or like our page, and
we'll make sure Joe helps you get centered.
Yeah,
we appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I want to, like, so you ended up learning through going to a coach or a teacher, or did you YouTube it?
A lot of YouTube, but some things just don't, you need a little bit or explanation. And I got, when I was doing those races, I got into, it was like, okay, I got an Ironman coach, like a triathlon coach.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've been the last, like I said, since I was 36, 37, 38, I got in that just wanting to learn no matter what it took. Like I said, I'd get a coach and he helped me through, and hanging out with a bunch of runners and things like that. And then with the guitar, like I said, I'm really conscious of how I play guitar. I mess up quite a bit, and it really messes me up. Like it you get not upset, but
a little flustered.
Yeah. So you're like, man. So I'm just I rely on people that can help me. You know what I mean? And
right. But you got to remember too. Obviously, musically, if there's some mistakes, sometimes you can hear them. Sometimes there are mistakes only right? And so if you learn to not show that, and
you just play through it. You play through it, or give a little smile and make eye contact with somebody, like they saw it, but they know
what you know.
It's our little secret.
And the greatest thing about it is, even wherever I've played, I get such good feedback, and people are so sweet. Awesome. And it just gives you that confidence. It's like it's just one of the things that you feel in your heart when you're playing music for people.
Speaking of wherever you play, you have a gig coming up tomorrow night, correct?
Dude, yes.
Colorado Springs Pies and Grinders. Get your butt out the Power Center Point in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Hey, if there's someone on this page, hey, here's what we'll do. Colorado Springs Pies and Grinders. I shared a bunch.
I need to send this because I actually have friends that live in Colorado Springs. So
okay.
I need to send this.
So if we get someone that's on the live tonight, that goes to Pies and Grinders in Colorado Springs, Colorado tomorrow, I will buy the first beer.
Heck yeah. And
let me text them right now.
Yeah.
I'll give a hat.
But yeah.
I'll give a hat to somebody that comes from here and goes there.
All right. Put it up again so I can.
All right. Let me get this. Un momento, por favor. That means wait a minute, Mike.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. You're welcome. Here to help. Pies and Grinders, 5490 Power Center Point. That's going to be Suite 180 in Colorado Springs, Colorado, the corner of Research and Powers. So it sounds like it's in some industrial park with a bunch of buildings. But we love pies. We love Pies and Grinders in Colorado Springs. Go check it out. 6 to 8. Tell them that you saw Joe Allen Christi music.
Wow, you almost messed up there.
I was getting all excited.
He doesn't have extra S's that you want to add to his name.
I know. Like Barbara Sim and Scotty Hastings. Yes. And
Brian will give him a crayon. There you go.
Tim, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Hope everything's good. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, man, let's get some people out there. That'd be awesome.
Well, I just texted at least one. Who's got family and friends there. So
cool. Yeah. So obviously you are in Colorado Springs area, right? And you have a few shows coming up. I mean, how is it? I mean, is it something where you're like, hey, I want to come play at your place, or is it like they're reaching out to you, vice versa? I mean, kind of like the same thing, like you have to go kind of
no. For me, I have to reach out and call and email, and I don't get a lot of responses back, but just one of those things. Just you can't stop. And I just recently booked a new one. It's in December. It's a brewing company in downtown Colorado Springs.
Nice.
So just making, like I said, making little steps every day, get a new show. And now I'm starting to keep my January and February calendar open just in case we start booking with a band.
Oh, nice. A band. Wait.
Yeah.
Shit, I lost it.
you got rid of it.
I did. It was one
but I will tell you, it's on his shirt. So world release here. We just found out this evening that Joe is also part of a band. This is a pretty new thing, right?
Yeah.
And you want to tell us about the band?
Yeah. So I was looking for people to add to like my show, like a cajon and another guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went on Craigslist and reached out to this guy. He was a drummer, and he said he played cajon too. Well, he said they were doing they're working on a project. They already have, they just need a singer. So I went, tried out, and they asked me to join. And
nice.
We've been practicing since I would say April. And then like our first book show is this month on the 21st. It's a private party. So we're really looking forward to that. And man, we're sounding good. We got a really great lead guitar player. He plays lead guitar behind his back sometimes over his head.
Flash
guitar. And we also got a really good rhythm section, a bass player, and then our drummer is amazing. And we also have keyboards.
Okay. I don't know if I'm just music illiterate or I'm missing something. Cajon. What is that?
Yeah, so it's like a wooden box, and you bang on your hands. You know what I mean? And use it for like smaller venues where the drums aren't overpowering.
Oh, okay, all right.
Just rhythm,
to give you that beat and that rhythm.
Yep.
Awesome.
Just to let you know, you've increased your fellowship by 2 people.
There you go. Growing by leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
So name of the band, Winchester Road. It's on his shirt. Also, nice little band shot. Hey, and it's in black and white too. What do you know?
Shocker.
Hey, branding genius over here.
Love it.
Branding genius.
Love it.
So I know we were talking a little earlier. So you're gonna have a mix of still doing you, and then you're gonna have the band.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel with the band behind you?
It's honest. It's the first time playing with a band, but
Right, for you.
Yeah, it's yeah, for me, I've never been a lead singer of a band. I've been just doing my own thing.
Right.
But we're doing man, it's really coming together. You know, the thing is I just working on memorizing the songs and then just trying to you know, work on my showmanship a little bit.
Okay. Now, are these songs written by the band? Like some songs they already had? Or are you guys doing covers? What are you doing right now?
We're doing covers. We're doing one original which is mine though. It's called Bonfires in Strawberry Hill. It hasn't been recorded yet, but we worked on it together with them to put it to music, not put it to music, but to work it out as a band. And yeah, we're playing. That's one of our songs we're playing. I'm hoping to concentrate more with sitting with them, you know, earlier, a couple of people that write, and so that we write some original stuff for the band.
Okay. Now, do you guys have a studio you rent out or something for recording, or is it at a house or?
Yeah. So our drummer, Ed, he lives out. I don't know if you've heard of Black Forest, but it's here right next to Colorado Springs. And out in the middle of nowhere, the houses, each house has got like 10 to 12 acres, I think. So we're pretty spread out there.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's
12 acres.
He owns a fencing like a wood fence company here in Colorado Springs. He's one of the best out there, and so he does really well. And he has a really nice place out there.
Oh, nice. So you have a nice chill spot to get it done.
Oh, yeah. The only thing now is we're probably gonna have to move back into the basement because last night it started to get chilly at night here.
It's funny, we're going the opposite way right now.
95 today.
Yeah, and Saturday, the next couple days are supposed to be 95. We went from getting in the 80s to boom 95s this weekend.
Yeah, Pikes Peak already has snow on it.
Yeah,
there you go. Bradley's got an announcer voice for you. Let him know if you need some background vocals.
Heck yeah.
Just spoken. He said no singing. Just spoken.
Just spoken.
And now.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
No,
get it. Welcome to the Contagion Effect. I know you want
to. I can't. Welcome to the Contagion Effect show.
Now we got to hear all the voices
with your host. that was way back 85 episodes ago when we got to play.
Oh, my friend moved away from that area now. Dang it,
man, save me a beer.
They just
still out there. If somebody joins Joe tomorrow at Grinders, and I'll buy the first beer. Someone comes up and says, "Hey, I saw you on the Contagion Effect show last night."
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
they'll get it as fast as Tonto gets his books and stuff.
Tonto got his book. He just
did he? We just haven't heard. Tonto disappeared. There's a Marine veteran-owned nonprofit in Corpus Christi, the Redford Ranch. Just sticking a plug in for Doug. He was deployed with fellow Navy EOD techs. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Tim.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'll check it out.
I tell you what, Corpus Christi. I'm really thankful that I grew up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of like the funnest places to be a kid because you got the beach there and you got Padre Island.
Right. That comment was made earlier about hanging out in Padre Island.
Yeah, and we had such a blast, and the cops would catch us with stuff we weren't supposed to be doing, and they just tell us throw it away and go home. You know what I mean? Just I don't know if that was like the norm at other towns, but man, Corpus Christi, they'd let you make your mistakes and then get the hell home.
I think there's towns where it happens, and then I think there's towns where it doesn't, right? And Corpus Christi, I've heard a lot of great things because I actually had an employee back in the day that he grew up there and said just he hated it here. He couldn't get used to it, so he's like, I'm going back home.
Yeah.
So
how close is that from Dallas?
It's about 7 hours.
Yeah, it's on they're on the coast, right?
Yeah, right on the coast, on the Gulf Coast, and
that's where the island came in. I got you. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been a lake. Could have been a lake with an island.
Yeah. 3 hours from the border, so it was okay. There was always something to do.
Yeah. And Padre Island, isn't that where that's like spring breaker area, isn't it?
Oh, it's huge. And that was like, I remember when I got stationed in Florida, I went to the beach and I was like, why does nobody drive on the beach here? Like, we always drove on the beach out there.
Yeah.
So
we only have like, one beach I know of, and that's down in Pismo where people drive on it.
The
Oh,
dunes.
really?
Yeah. Otherwise, the rest of the beaches, no way.
No, you couldn't get to it. You can't get down to it.
Nope. They make sure you can't. Well, and everybody's busy hugging trees here. So, anyways, back to the music, and I want to kind of take us back a little bit to your military career, and then we'll come back to the music because that's probably one of the funnest parts, right? But
Absolutely.
with your military career, what made you decide like you were just happy in your position to stay in 24 years?
Yeah, honestly, man, it just rubbed off on me. I got to travel. I met my wife in Panama. Then we started having kids. We have 2 kids, a daughter and a son, and she's 25, he's 14, and we were just having a great time. We were in Florida, then we got stationed in the Netherlands. From there went to England. So we got to travel a lot, and just that professionalism that the Air Force has, it just rubs off on you and just becomes a way of life.
Okay.
And it's just I was pretty gung-ho all the time, always trying to be the positive one, take care of my folks. And then I remember when I was 40, I was in Korea, and it was about midnight, and I was downtown, and I was 40 years old and had a curfew, and that was when I hit my 20-year mark. I was like, I'm done with this. So the last 4 years were kind of tough. I had to really be positive about that. But for the most part, I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Man, so you've only been out a few years.
Yeah, I retired in 2019.
Wow. So what was that transition like? 24 years. At that point,
4 years.
you gave more of your life at that point to the military than you actually lived.
Yeah.
Sure. Over half your life, obviously.
Yeah.
What was it like for the transition? And, obviously you said by 40, you kind of hit that, like, all right, I'm 40 and I have a curfew kind of thing. Right. But
yeah.
Where was the next step? Like, did you know what you were going to do next, or was it just like, oh crap, what's next?
It wasn't, like I was saying before, I was a budget and finance guy, and the difficult part is that I retired out of RAF Lakenheath in England, and so I didn't have those connections locally to kind of like get a job, or so. That was the hard part. It was pretty, I remember it being really nerve-wracking for me because my wife didn't work, of course, and
right,
overseas, and I had to make sure I'm making enough money to take care of the family and place to live and all of that. And I started looking in mountain town areas just because while I was in Europe, I learned how to snowboard, so that was like important. I wanted to be near them, and so I started looking here, New Mexico, Utah, just places where I could be close to mountains, and ended up coming here to Colorado, working. I'm a contractor. I work for the Space Force now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm an admin for a financial system that the Space Force uses. So
don't share too much.
But
Every time Space Force is mentioned, all of a sudden everything gets hush hush. We'd love. Obviously there isn't a Space Force veteran though, I think, yet, but we would love to get somebody from Space Force on.
Somebody's husband. Amanda,
yeah, but he's active right now.
Yeah,
and I don't think he can talk to us while he's active.
No, not that he can't talk.
No.
He can't get into what he said.
Yeah. It's like talking to certain positions within active military where they can't share what they actually do or anything. So, yeah, I don't know if that's true or what, but it's kind of an intriguing thing.
These days, you see all kinds of TikToks with people in uniform, and it just like drives me nuts.
Dude, isn't it like? I want to know, are they true? Like, how many are them true in like military? Is it stolen valor? They're just trying to get on TikTok to have people watch, but there's like some recruiters and stuff on there.
Yeah. I can understand the recruiters, like if they go on and they're answering questions, but
a
lot of these, especially I think I see a lot of Army ones, some Air Force, they're just on.
Where they look like they're on base in their office.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. No, what's really interesting, and there's a chance we could get somebody, but the Commandant of the Marine Corps, have you seen the videos around them and what they're doing right now? That they're going out to bases and talking to Marines and asking for their feedback on the Marine Corps and their training. And yeah, like you're starting to hear a buzz about it because they are trying to change, I guess, some of the perception of the Marine Corps. And so he's been active and there's a chance, somebody mentioned we might have a chance of getting to talk to him.
Oh, nice.
Which would trump our 2-star general now, which is awesome still, because he was an amazing guy.
That's awesome. Yeah. The job with the Space Force, I work from home, so I'm not at the actual base, so I got my guitar in my hand a lot.
So you never have to go check in or anything like that.
Now
Like
I am.
once in a while?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I work directly from home. I just make sure I'm logged on.
That's a hell of a tax write-off too.
Yeah, and I do customer service for the system that they use, and that's basically all it entails.
Do you need an assistant? I know a guy that would love to. I know a guy that would love to quit his job. And yeah, Dougie, I got you, buddy.
I don't think the Space Force pays enough.
Oh shit! Now we're
not for me. Not to be his assistant. I mean,
yeah. Oh, I'm just saying, you never know.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. Anyways, so with your job, I'm interested. So when you were deployed, like going to Iraq, for example, what does your job do? Do you manage all the finances of everything that's being shipped in and out and everything that's being transported? Is that kind of what your role is to manage that whole process?
Yeah. So basically, I was the accounting technician. So I literally, back in 2000, 2003, you didn't have internet like in the deployed area, or you had computers, but everything had to, it wasn't working the best. So it's literally like a big old spreadsheet that I kept on an Excel, and I asked for money on an email, say, hey, we're running out of funds, we need to go pay these vendors. They would email us, and that's how I got authorization to add money. And we'd write, the other thing that I got to do quite a bit too is because, if you're on a base in another country, you still need services from that country and vendors and stuff. And a lot of people were scared to go downtown. And they were really bad at directions. So I was one of the guys that, didn't mind. And I was really good at directions and finding places. So I got to go downtown. Probably I was there 6 months. I probably went down 45 times and had to go literally pay vendors cash. For the services they provide on base. We had to make
their currency, or
worry
about.
Yeah, it'd be a check, usually by check. And then some wanted cash, so we would do that. But the other thing we would do is we'd have to go get money from one of the Bahraini banks and bring it back on base. We could cash checks on base for soldiers and Marines and Air Force and so we literally traveling with security. I remember one time we had close to $1 million in the car. And we had a couple of cops with us, and I remember my lieutenant, he was you could tell how scared he was. Super scared.
Now, are you guys strapped up too, or
when we're carrying money, we carry 9 mils?
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you're talking police, you're talking like the military police?
Yeah, security forces.
Okay.
Yeah, because of for the Air Force, they're called security forces now.
Right.
Used to be security police, but now it's changed to security forces.
Okay. Dang, that's cool. So you're carrying $1 million through Iraq. That's
in Bahrain. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's great. No gold. Not carrying any of the gold around that we heard. Nobody's watching. Did you have any of the gold?
I just remember like that driving in that place was unbelievable. It was ridiculous.
That Bradley, that's probably true. Bring some Marines and you'll be absolutely safe.
Hell yeah.
That is true. All right, Eric, you want to get back to the music?
Yeah. You want to play one, or you want me to play Keep the Flag?
Yeah, we can play Keep the Flag, and then I'll play one after that.
Okay. I was going to do video. I think I'm just going to jump right here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? It's going to be commercial.
Yep. They shoot, then ask questions.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it.
Sorry
right?
about that. You're so popular. You got commercials on your videos.
Man, want to see those? Want to see those fat checks?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Stupid.
10 cents here, 20 cents here.
I saw a first royalty check the other day. Well,
Oh, really?
Nice.
But I saw it on my account. It was like 67 cents.
Yeah. Hey, you got to start somewhere, right? We're still waiting on ours. We haven't seen it yet. I guess Eric got one personally or something, but we on Contagion Effect, we haven't got any yet.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Need some volume.
No, that's me.
Let me help you. You got it.
Got it.
He woke up one morning to the sound of a telephone ring. His dad was lacing his boots, bags were packed up to go away. He was 7 years old when his daddy left to fight in a war. He's too young to understand what for. He said, "Be brave, my son, I'll be home soon." The boy held on to hope till he got that awful news. And as they folded up the stars and stripes, 21 guns pointed towards the sky. As the shots rang out, he flinched a little each time. Then a soldier in his best dress walked up to him, and you know the rest. But through his pain, the soldier's words fell flat. He said, "You keep the flag. I want my daddy back."
Yeah. Okay. We're going to end that there
Damn.
because you can see the emotion. You can tell that how the thought process and I don't want to share too much and I want everyone to go check it out. But yeah, I agree, John. It is a beast. It is a beast of a song. Appreciate you joining us, showers. On something like that where there's going to be so much emotion involved.
Yeah.
Is that one of those ones where it's like boom, boom, things are just popping off in your head, or is it like systematically set up through the process of writing?
It's more it more is like an idea that I had, just because, you know, like I was talking about before, how I joined the Air Force. A lot of it had to do with one of my childhood friends getting killed and going to his funeral. And you know, I just had this thing, you know, they're giving you a flag, but you know, you don't want the flag. You want the flag. Yeah, you want that person back. And then, you know, as time passes, you know, you start healing a little bit, and then that flag, you know, and like in the song it says, it's on the mantle now, you know what I mean? So it's just, I got to experience that going to that funeral and seeing my dad's friend, and who I was really close with too. So
and being young, right? I mean, like you said, you know, being so impressionable and seeing, like, knowing what's going on, but not really knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, you've talked about that. You've talked about that a lot in some of the other interviews and stuff like that. And even just, you know, as sitting around. And so it's one of those things where go check it out, man. Go buy it. Everyone go check out, you know, joelandchristi.com. Again, you know, first round of beers on me if someone hits you up this weekend.
Oh yeah.
William, thanks for joining. What's going on, man? How you doing? Appreciate you showing up. Beers,
What's up, Will?
baby.
It's just
go ahead. Sorry.
No, it was just one of those things where I had this idea. I started writing it, And at this time is when I was talking about I did my first open mic, and while I was there, I met the guy that was running it, and he ended up being he was a Nashville session artist, and he had moved from Nashville maybe 8 years before that, now living in Colorado Springs. So I told him this idea, and we literally sat down. He was at his house when I called him, and he was at my house 30 minutes later, and we finished it that day in 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
So it was really neat. It was, I think, the third song I've ever written.
The flag one?
Yeah.
Wow. That song got me. I'm just thinking, because I was just telling Eric the other day, because my dad was a Marine Corps. My dad is a Marine Corps vet who passed away now, what I say, 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about it because we just lost my uncle too, and thinking about the flags, and there was conversation of who would get it. And for me, I'm the only child, so I got my dad's, but I would much rather have him back, because I've always, you were sharing somebody else telling Vietnam stories, and I'm like, man, that's the one thing I wish I got was any of the stories now, because he was one of the Vietnam vets that didn't share. So and again, something I told Eric the other day, I'm actually going to put out his MCRD class and go through all his orders and list out everything on Facebook and Instagram and see if I can track down anybody that's willing to talk that knew him.
Yeah. So there was actually a group, and they won't let me join because I'm not in the military, but you have to have all this, and they ask you MOS and EOD. Is that another? Yeah. They were asking for that stuff. And I'm like, hey, look, I'm just some dude that runs a show, that helps run a show, and we want to talk to some of you guys to get the stories out there. It's awesome. Sorry for stuttering. It's awesome because we got to talk to Uncle Lee. What's up, Jesse? Glad you found it. So glad you're only texting me during the show. But hey, appreciate you joining. Thanks for joining, my friend. This guy, I know. No, I love Jess. Jess was one of the gentlemen that I got to train. And he gets it, man. He gets it. He gets to see me at 3:15 in the morning every day. And he also knows not to talk to me in the morning because I don't have my coffee. So he gets it.
Oh, you're not positive? What are we talking about?
In the morning, it's a little
Joe
harder.
only knows positive Eric now.
It's a little harder in the morning to be positive at 3:15. Okay.
Now it's excuses, but it's all right. That's why we have Joe on, so he can keep us positive. Dude, I'm already enamored with your story because of the fact that you did this all later in life, which I think shows a lot of people that sometimes we undervalue ourselves in what we can accomplish, right?
Agree.
Based on age. And I think that I think you're showing us just, with that fortitude and just saying, hey, I'm going to go learn. And I love that everything you do, you get a coach, there's somebody that can help you be better.
Well, I was going to ask, did Taylor get to talk to you about, is there a chapter of Guitars for Vets in Colorado?
There's not, actually. So not that I know of, at least.
So let's get together, and maybe that's something that we can work on there, because it just seems like the camaraderie is what a lot of people miss in it, the PTSD or the learning. And I mean, dude, 24 years that you gave up, you got to advance into a later spot in life, and then you picked up this, and dude, I love it. I love it. I mean, I can listen to you all the time. I mean, I love it.
Well, that's what, and listening to that song, and you don't sound like a guy, who's been doing it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
It's just, you sound like a freaking guy that's been doing it your whole life.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't know if you know this about the songs that I recorded, but so I started on TikTok before I started playing around town, just playing here. I knew 25 songs. I literally only knew 25 songs, and I wasn't singing very well because I was still learning. I'm still learning. Every day I get better, but the growth that I've had, and so through that time I've made connections. And there's a guy, his name is Ben Miller, and I don't know if you know who the band who Riley Green is, or Shenandoah.
I heard Shenandoah.
And now there's another. He plays with another artist named Trey Lewis. He's the one that he sings that song about DD in Dallas. I don't know if you've ever heard that song. But anyway, he's he plays for guitar for Ray Lewis. So I went to Nashville to record those, and I was in Jody Messina, her drum.
Yeah.
I was in her drummer studio. So
Nice.
I really got to meet some really cool folks, great musicians, and yeah, so it was done. They're as professional as you can be. They did amazing.
Well, we're on the outskirts of trying to put something together along the lines of what a Hero Talk is. We want to do kind of like, probably gonna be like a Harvest Fest type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, law enforcement first. What's up, Jason Steiner? What's cracking, buddy? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you.
Look who made his
in.
presence.
Yes.
And Eric stopped the show for him.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Good.
No, so we want to do something like that. Your plane trip, your plane flight with paparazzi is going to be cheap because you're just from California. I'm gonna fly into San Francisco, okay, and then we'll get you out here to the Valley. And we want to put something together because we need it. We need to have the veteran presence because the sound is crazy good, right? I mean, yeah, I know you did. It's one of those things where like we need more veterans out there doing their thing, and we just need exposure, right? So, you know, I wish. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, we've been very lucky. Like we have some, with you, Scotty, Barbara, I mean, Taylor, just the musicians that we've had. And you guys just have like your voices are all natural and just sound good and just good old fashioned, just great lyrics to go along to tell the story of your life and the things you see around you is just cool.
Yeah.
Like I just dig it.
I appreciate it. And
that's why I like lyrical hip hop, because when they're actually telling a story, obviously sometimes they're telling stories that, not quite the same, but I like stuff that actually makes sense and tells a story. So
cool. I've always loved story songs. I was listening to country music and in my dad's truck all the time. I mean, 80s, 70s, all the classics. So yeah, I love story songs. It's one of my favorite things to write.
It's cool. So I know you have one more song that you might want to play.
What? The world famous debut?
So this one is called Sign of the Cross and Holy One. This is the latest one that I wrote, and I've been getting pretty good feedback from it. So I figured I'd play it for you guys.
Well, we'll be the judge of that now. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be great.
So whenever you guys ready?
Hey,
we are ready.
It's your stage, man.
All right, here we go. Sunday morning mass feels 100 miles away. Another night on the town, too much to drink. I've got to pray her memory away. It's gonna take some time, 'cause the whiskey isn't working. Gonna take something I haven't tried. Sign of the cross and holy wine. I put money in the plate, but she took my last dime. Your cheating heart keeps playing in my mind. The whiskey isn't working, so it's sign of the cross, holy wine. I stumbled out the pew at church and into the parking lot, feeling good till I seen the ashtray and the ring I bought. Yeah, she was the girl of my dreams. Turns out her dream wasn't me. Got a mile down the road before I turned her around, got back on my knees. Sign of the cross and holy wine. I put money in the plate, but she took my last dime. Your cheating heart keeps playing in my mind. The whiskey wasn't working, so it's a sign of the cross, holy wine. I was living blind, but now I see. He had a plan when she smiled back at me. The sign of the cross and holy wine. He sent me an angel in just the nick of time. Amazing grace keeps playing in my mind. Have faith in the man above. Sign of the cross, holy wine. Sign of the cross, holy wine.
Nice. I was gonna say you heard it here first, but then Steiner came out and said, "Love this song." So now I feel cheated on. I don't know.
He don't know what he's talking about. He's been working too hard.
That's awesome.
Let's go, Operation Encore. Sign this guy. Let's go. Yeah, he's dope. That's dope. You know, live music. I think that's what we love about our show is we get to let our veterans tell their story. You know, who, what, when.
Oh, look it.
What?
What's up, Dad Bod veteran? Welcome back.
So what's going on, Sean? Speaking of the Dad Bod veteran, he's got a new show coming out, which, you know, not that he needs some advertising from the Contagion Effect show, but appreciate you jumping on.
Absolutely.
Saying hi. You know, again, like I was saying, we love our platform because it gives us a chance to connect with the veterans, right? Mike and I say from the beginning, we're not veterans, but our dads were. And you know, we can go into the different details of how we got here. But I get excited every week because I love our guests. I don't know what's going to happen. Literally, we don't know what's going to happen. That's why we love live shows. We don't record anything really except the commercials and stuff like that. But it's just we get excited about this stuff, right? And for us to be able to share with you guys, thank you for what you've done. And if there's anything we can do, tag us, send us stuff. I will be a pimp to post your social media, right?
And go, you know, obviously Eric's been posting the website, but as Joe talked about earlier, you know, he got started on TikTok. AnJEllak Christi music. AnJEllak Christi music. You get some behind the scenes of what's going on with the band. You get the behind the scenes of what's going on with Joe, and then you know you just get the real guy, and that's what's awesome. So on TikTok, AnJEllak Christi music. Go follow him.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, TikTok's been really great. I've met a lot of good people, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually go live a couple of times, maybe a few times a week, and just
tag us. Tag me in it.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, tag Eric W. Miller. I know it says Eric W. Miller, but it's like we've swapped it over because I don't know how long it's going to take us to get up to 3,600 followers, but hey, you know,
it'll be a while.
You know, so tag me in it, and like I said, we got our emblem there, and you know, I love it. I love jumping on and seeing you on there, and the interaction is awesome, right? Like I think that's the best part of what we do here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've met so many people.
That's what's fun about all the comments too, is it just goes by and everybody.
Nice.
That's awesome, Dad Bod veteran.
Hey, you know, John, if you need some help with the social media thing, let us know. We'll get you some interviews. Okay. I know you kind of, you know, the hard thing to do, and just, you know, it's our service to you, buddy. Okay?
Yeah.
It's our service to you. I'm just saying, you know,
we're here for you.
We're here for you.
I appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, when we went to Hero Stock, it was just, it was amazing. The how much everybody felt just like family. And
it was phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
We'll make Mike feel bad again.
Yeah, I know.
It really was.
FOMO is real, for those of you wondering.
Yeah. I do got to tell the story real quick. So I had picked up Tom, and
just rub it in. Here we go.
Yeah. So we picked up Tom, and we're walking.
Tom or Scotty Hastings?
It was Tom.
Okay.
It was Tom, I think. I picked him up, and we're walking in the door of the Airbnb, right? Beautiful house, 3-story house, 2-story house, and all that stuff. we're walking in, and it was kind of like you kind of get your bearings, right? Like, okay, so let's go talk here real quick. We'll see who's here. And as we're walking in, Tom kicks this plate that's on the ground, and it was a cookie sheet. And we're like, I know the whole cookie sheet story is going to live on forever, but yeah, it was like beer went everywhere, and it was just one of those things where like, yeah, we're home.
Nice.
Oh shoot.
You don't need to make him any bigger or his head.
Wow.
Keep going with the cookie sheet. Cookie sheet.
Anyway, that's what it was. He
I
kicked
shouldn't
the
have
cookie
squirreled
sheet.
you.
Beer went all over the wall, and it was like, yeah, we're home. It's like the frat house, but it was fun, dude.
It was the veteran frat house.
Yeah. No, well, like you said, it was fun because we've seen everyone on everyone's shows and all that stuff. And then it finally culmination, it was 11 months of us kind of pimping it out there, and to have it just boom, click. I saw nothing. I didn't see any issues at all from where I was standing. Everyone gelled. Everyone just had a good time, right?
So I think the request for next year is Steiner needs to get like a documentary team together and have them follow everything just to see how veterans get down, especially when they're supporting each other.
You do not want it. No, there does not need to be documentation.
Hey, there's transparency sometimes.
Mike, you don't need to document no. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
No. No. Yeah. It's a bad idea.
Look at Tonto. No, bad
idea.
And look at Steiner. I would love to do that.
Yeah. That's not smart.
Hey, I mean, put it.
Look who chimed in. Yeah.
I heard the stories there.
Yeah, Derek.
Yeah. Unzip.
They should know that we need to. We actually have an email out to them. I don't know if they've checked it or not. I'm probably in spam because apparently the Forward Project, my stuff goes to. See, that's what I'm saying.
Upset.
No, do not. No. Great idea, Mike.
on everyone's heads. That would be awesome.
No, bro. I got Derek Thompson.
Put it up there with Jersey Shore. See what's.
No, dude. No documentation. Zero.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I bet.
Y'all might become famous in a different way.
Reasons. No, like I said, it was cool, man. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Oh man, still the FOMO.
Yeah, it might be.
Eric rubs it. I don't know anything that happened, so that's why I'm wanting the documentary, because at least I could have seen something. But I got to enjoy Joe singing and Barbara singing and Taylor singing. So, I appreciate that, and I appreciate getting to meet you through that, and then obviously tonight getting to meet you face to face.
Pleasure.
Yeah, I don't know, Jess. I don't know about live. Yeah. Yeah, that would be. That's
everything we do is live, so we don't. I don't like recording because first off, I don't want to edit.
Yeah, no, our show is always it's going to be live. We have a couple of updates coming up, and we'll be talking about it. We have a couple of shows that are. I'm actually going to be on with Rick Yee tomorrow, and so
cool.
We're going to be at that. Mikey's got to do
the work
5 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, Joe, what is one of your things? What's one of your mission statements that you really want to get out there to people? Whatever it is, whatever you want it to be, just let us know what do you got?
For me is the one thing that's always helped me in life, especially late, is getting out of your comfort zone, doing something that you're not accustomed to. I started that with racing, and then with music, and always try to stay young. You know what I mean? Be positive, get out of your comfort zone, and try to stay as young as possible, and get out there and enjoy life, because the second half of your life is when you're the most wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
That, Mark.
I would love the second half of my life to just get even better.
Yeah.
Yes, because you're gonna be positive. I'm positive it will be, Mike.
Well, now that I talked to Joe tonight, I feel better.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's nothing. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can always learn. I think that's what keeps your mind young. And I always I can't even believe that I'm on, you know, the Contagion Effect and all the other shows that I've been on, out of the people that I've met, and how music has taken me on a road that I never thought would happen. Even though at
Awesome.
the beginning, it's like the people that I've met have been amazing. And like
you can write a song about us if you want. I'll let you.
What rhymes with contagion?
Two dorks.
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. So next, one of the hardest questions of the night.
Yep.
You and the wife, in your infinite, 25, 26 years. My wife and I are about to hit 24 here in just a few weeks. So I get that. And, you are goals, right? You guys are relationship goals. So that's awesome. But end of the night, you and the wife are chilling out, relaxing. What's the go-to drink?
Man, well, I'll just say how it is, because we're here in the U.S. Because when we were in Europe, the beer was just amazing and strong. But here in the U.S., it'll either be a Corona dressed, if you know what that means.
Yeah, is that the chamoy stuff?
No, yeah, well,
it's just salt. You just want
lime.
Salt and a lime.
Yeah, a lime and salt.
Don't get fancy with this dress. Don't do that. That's a Colorado thing. Don't do that.
He wants his whiskey neat and his Corona dress.
Don't do that.
Yeah, or banquet. A Coors banquet.
All right. And how about for the wife? Same thing?
Oh, she's a beer drinker. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice. No sweet tea here for Eric.
Oh, no sweet tea. She's drinking beer with.
She gets down. So you said you met her in Panama. Is she from Panama?
Yeah, she's from Panama. I met her while I was there, and her family like literally took me in. Like I had a whole nother family. Her mom. I remember. I think when I first met her, we were probably dating maybe a couple months. Then I met her mom, and as soon as I met her mom, I started gaining weight.
It was over.
Good old homemade food.
It was over.
Yeah, it was amazing. And Panama was just, for a young guy like me, getting there. And I think I was 20, 21 already, and speaking a little bit of Spanish. Man, it helped.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's a great place.
Well, Joe, we appreciate you joining.
100%.
We definitely appreciate getting to share a song that really hasn't been played anywhere else. So
yeah,
that is pretty awesome. We feel very humbled by that. And obviously humbled by your service and what you did for 24 years of your life.
Thank you.
It's pretty awesome. And, it takes a lot. And then just this, like you said, the second half of your life and where you're taking, it's pretty amazing journey, man. We really appreciate you sharing it.
100%.
Yeah, no complaints here. I appreciate you guys having me. It's just been amazing. It was amazing to meet Eric in person, and hopefully next time I can meet you and Mike next time. And God bless you both, and thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
You played that song at Hero Stock? Oh, pre-party.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you that.
Oh.
I don't want to tell you that. But, yeah, I've heard it. I was lying to you. I apologize.
Okay, so I don't feel so special now.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
If you. Well, again, go follow Joe Allen Christi TikTok. We'll have joeallenchristiemusic.com. We'll have all the links posted for you on the follow-up notes. So again, man, amazing man, man of God, man of music, man of, just getting things done and taking on the second half of his life with just full on. That's pretty awesome.
Thanks.
Well, Joe, have a good night. If you want to hang out for a second, we're just going to get wrapped up and then we can chat for a minute.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thanks,
Joe.
Joe Allen Christi Music, y'all. Go follow him.
The Contagion Effect Show can also be heard on Wreaths Across America Radio on Truckin' Tuesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern. You can find Wreaths Across America Radio on the iHeart app, the Odyssey app, and the TuneIn app. Search the word Wreath. That's a hell of a commercial right there.
Voice is amazing. Voice of an angel right there.
Love it.
Now Joe Allen Christie killed it, Tonto, but thank you.
Yeah,
it helps to have amazing guests who
Yeah.
carry us because it takes a lot to carry us. We're not small, but we appreciate everybody's love. You know, all of you guys. It takes all of you to help us out.
I appreciate our village.
Yeah, we do appreciate all the
appreciate
comments. Thank you, Dad Bod Veteran. Thank you, Tonto, Bourbon Battle Buddies, Derek, Jason Steiner from Hero Stock, even though you gave me a hard time at the end there. We do appreciate all of you. So, you know, everybody have a positive end of the week and a positive weekend because Eric needs you to.
I love you, dude.
Eric absolutely needs you to. So, Eric.
Well, deuces.
Deuces.